Hey y'all, Rick Fairless, Stoker's Dallas, Stoker's Ice House, Punchwally Garage and Fearless Insurance. Good morning. How you doing? Doing okay? These hats I have in stock. So these are the OG hats. These are my original hats. These are Flex Fit. Got my Rick Fairless Stoker's Dallas logo on the back. Has a little mesh, but it's pretty thick mesh. But it's a Flex Fit. They come in small, medium, large, and extra large. www.strokersdallas.com. Today is Tuesday. Yes, I said Tuesday. October the 2nd. Hold it. Hold up. Flip it. Let's see. I got that. Got that, yeah. Thursday, November the 2nd, year 2023, year of our Lord. So, have you ever been pulled over by the police? Most of us have been pulled over for something. So years ago, me and Joe T were riding on the Chump trip, and we were coming through West Texas, and we got pulled over by a cop. And when we did, it was kind of there in front of the little town. He pulled us over to look at our bikes. And while he's looking at our bikes, these girls come up, and they're probably 20s, and said, "Oh no, it's Rick Fairless, oh my God." And so the cop is on the side of the road taking pictures of me and Joe T with these girls. There's kind of a little hamburger stand there. We go through the next town, we get pulled over again. And it was one of those, on the little two-lane farm road, the speed limit's 65, and it goes down to 50, then 40, then 35 as you're going through town. And then as you're going out of town, it goes back to 40, 50, 65. Well, we were in that 35 to 40 range, 35 kicking up to 40, and we got pulled over. And I'm like, was it the guy want to look at our bikes again? This was like 25 miles from the previous town. He pulls us over, we get off, and you get off and you stand there waiting for the cop. And you saw this big meat hook going like this. I look at Joe T, he looks at me. We walk back there, and there's this 500-pound cop sitting in this car. The whole car was leaning. And he had a cigar in his mouth, and he said, "Driver license and insurance, please." "What's that?" "I'll see your driver's license and insurance." "Okay, what are you pulling us over for?" "Speeding." No, sir, it's 35 to 40. We were not doing 40 miles an hour. You haven't reached the 40 yet. You were doing 40, and you haven't reached the 40 yet. Me and the guy was. And I said, "Listen, I haven't had a ticket in years." And he said, "I didn't know there was a contest." I think the guy was so fat he couldn't get out of that car. So he wrote us a ticket. This was 20 years ago, 2003. So did I mention this was in my life, the 365 project? The Mr. Peabody Wayback Machine is going to take us way back to 2003. So he wrote us a ticket for speeding, and he never got out of his car. "Come over here!" He didn't like Harleys. He told us that. He didn't like people with long hair. He told us that. He didn't want us to stop in his town and eat. He told us that. And he never got out of his car. Let's check that truck. Check that truck, you big fat... Woo! Woo! Look at these. Some more Woolrich. So these are Chuck Taylor All-Star Woolrich. White toe, white sew, double black racing stripes, 2 vent hose, solid black logo, black shoestrings, one eye down, double knotted for safety. Scooter! Sorry about that cough there. Those are some handsome shoes. I'm not kidding. Scooter! Did I mention that hat I got there? A coughing spell came over me. Dad joke. We are all part of a ultimate statistic. 10 out of 10 of us will die in the end. True. Slang. It's a word I like to say. Fella. Hey, fella. I used to work with a guy named Danny Glover. He called everybody fella. What do you say, fella? Hey, fella, that wasn't very cool what you did back there. Hey, fella, that wasn't cool what that fat cop did to you back there. Motivational minute. Don't think or judge. Just listen. Then think, still don't judge. What does that mean? It means you don't learn nothing by talking. You don't learn nothing by talking. You learn things by listening. So if you want to learn, listen. Although a lot of what you hear is baloney, but it doesn't hurt to listen. Don't judge. Don't judge people. People judge me all the time. People that don't know me judge me. Looks like a refugee from a gorilla love-in. That's okay. That's okay. Don't judge. Just listen. This weekend, the weather's supposed to be in the 80s. Sunny. It's beautiful. We got new merchandise. Strokers Dallas merch. MERCH. How about this shirt you got there, Fairless? Okay, so the front of the shirt is a cool peace sign logo. And the back, what do you have here? So you got a window that's, you know, like a window inside a bar looking out. You got the pool table and the Coors back. Rick's Beer Joint. That's a cool looking shirt. Strokers Dallas merch, MERCH.com to get that shirt. Showed the hats, showed the shirts. What else you want? Got some stuff coming. I'm gonna leave you with this. Did you know that they don't teach cursive in school anymore? They don't teach kids to write. Do they teach them to print? So if you're not teaching cursive, what are you teaching? Like the 10-key punch system, or what do you call it? A keyboard? What do you call it? I wrote it down. Key punch? Is that it? Are they just teaching computers? It seems funny to go to school and you don't learn cursive. Why? I mean, you've got to have a computer to communicate. What you got to have is a pen. You don't have a pen. When you leave a note to your kinfolks when you depart this earth, what are you going to do? Type it out? No, you're going to write it. You're going to write the note. Dear Uncle Mortimer, I have invented the perfect invention. A fountain pen that writes under whipped cream. I'll make $1 million. What is all that? All right, Rick Fearless, Fairless, Strokers Dallas, Strokers Ice House. I'll see you later, fella. Thanks for watching my show. And thanks for buying stuff. The people that have bought stuff from me, thank you. The people that are going to buy stuff from me, thank you. The people that haven't bought anything from me, come on now, let's go. Love you, fella.